Sometimes there are as many as 2 U.S. carrier groups, dozens of ships, dozens of fighter aircraft in or near the Persian Gulf. But even a single Aegis destroyer can bring an awesome warfighting capability to bear. Commander Mary Jackson is the captain of one such warship, the USS McFall.
If I were sitting in Tehran, would I consider you and your ship a threat, a potential threat?
I'm sure that they know that we're out here, and we know what their capabilities are. They know what our capabilities are.
An Aegis destroyer carries a highly sophisticated computer technology that coordinates all of its weapons systems.
What's under these trapdoors?
Under the trapdoors is the famous Tomahawk missile. We're carrying a Tomahawk
Lieutenant
missile.
Zohar Sheneman is the combat systems officer aboard the McFall.
One would be the Tomahawk missile, which we all know is a land attack cruise missile, range of about 800 to 1,000 miles.
Capable, Lieutenant Sheneman doesn't mention, of carrying a nuclear warhead and of reaching Tehran or any other major Iranian city from where the USS McFall is cruising. The military option. There are those who still believe that this may be the only way to keep Iran from going nuclear.
There is the hope, the expectation even, among some circles in Washington, that if there were some precipitating event, maybe a bombardment, maybe some ground attack in which the United States would come into Iran, that it might cause the uprising.
They're mistaken. I don't believe that one. Any harsh treatment against the present authorities in Iran by foreign countries such as the United States would benefit them more than they can imagine.
Yazdi, the veteran reformer, is echoed by the dissident Akbar Ganji.
The pro-democracy forces are 100% opposed to any U.S. military attack on Iran. It will not do anything to help the cause of democracy. It will actually destroy our pro-democracy project. It will destroy our country. The Iraqi experience demonstrated that. It will entangle the U.S. itself in unexpected and unforeseen problems.
Indeed, says Nasser Hadian, the childhood friend of Iran's president, Iran is not helpless against the United States. It has what he calls deterrent capabilities.
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Why would Iran have greater deterrent capability against the U.S.?
In case if U.S. wants to take any sort of military action, they know that they have to pay a heavy cost. Iran has the capability to retaliate.
How?
As I mentioned, they have developed military, intelligent, in security, infrastructure in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and the places which I mentioned. And they're going to use that in case they are being attacked.
Spell it out for me. The deterrence is that Tehran is effectively saying to Washington, implicitly, you think you've got problems in Iraq right now? You just wait and see how bad your problems could be.
Exactly.
You think you've got problems in Afghanistan right now? We could make those problems 10 times as bad.
Exactly.
Both countries, it would appear, are confronted by flawed or ineffective options, with the most dangerous of all, the military option, still a possibility. Nothing, the Bush administration has said, after all, is off the table.
Let's go to R2-D2 up there.
Okay.
That looks innocuous enough. What is it?
It's a close-in weapon system. It's a 20-millimeter Gatling gun. As you can see, the small rounds, they come out, they shoot out at a very fast rate, about 3,000 a minute, 1,200 rounds every 30 seconds, somewhere in there. Put a bunch of lead up in the air and defeat an incoming surface missile like Dark Moon is coming at us.
You hope they defeat that incoming missile.
We don't hope. We either do or don't out here, Mr. Koppel.
Okay.
Force either succeeds or it doesn't. Precisely. Which is why, under most circumstances, the military option is the very last to be considered. But economic and trade sanctions have been in place for more than 25 years now, without success. The United States certainly has the military power to inflict horrendous damage on Iran, perhaps even the ability to set its nuclear program back years. but there would be consequences. Indeed, as the U.S. invasion of Iraq demonstrated, military success is rarely an end in itself. Re-establishing contact with the Iranian people and their leaders might prove to be an exercise in futility, an opportunity to complete nuclear research and testing while Iranian diplomats play for time. But among the available options, the unpalatable, the unsuccessful, and the unthinkable, the unpalatable, diplomacy, talking to the Iranians, at least offers a glimmer of hope. And if